when they get up on that table and shit, they already have an idea. Okay, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna push this NWO? How are we gonna do these type of things? That secret council is the Illuminati, man. But our people don't believe that there's people out there that actually, sit on these tables and they think about ways to, rule over, try to take, control all our people, though. The connection, though.
These motherfuckers are dumb.
Yeah.
What they could do is go to any non-profit organization, and that organization has to set up a board of members. Yeah. So they sit at a meeting table and they discuss who to hire, what to do, how to use their money.
Yeah.
Who do you think taught them that?
Yeah.
Where the fuck do you think they got it from?
Yeah. But our people don't want to believe.
But they watch it on The Simpsons. Oh, they're having a crusty accounts like, who's gonna represent us?
Oh yeah, there was an episode. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
When they were wearing those hoods on.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Yeah, when I was a kid.
And then the stone cutters. Remember in the Simpsons, the stone cutters, like the Masons.
Oh yeah.
Because these people don't get it.
Like that.
But these people don't get it.
Yeah. Fucking had their secret contests too and shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that one too. Though they had I think it was like burgundy hoodies over there. You know what I mean?
And when these companies have their meetings, you don't know about it. You don't know about it. You don't know about it. It's what? Secret.
So you don't even know about it, though. That's the thing. You're gonna know about. They could be in Taiwan. They could be fucking the Philippines. Yeah. They could be in the Middle East. They have these fucking meetings. You're never gonna know about it, though.
Like the G Summit. Where the fuck was it?
Which one?
There was a G Summit where all these powerful countries go to discuss things like that. They're having their secret meetings, but China and Russia didn't go because they're having their own secret meetings.
Yeah. See, there's always meetings going on. There's always meetings going on, though. Can you get a slide?
Job 21 and 14?
Yeah.
Therefore they say unto Yahweh, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways.
Exactly. These elites, those ain't spiritual people. Hell no. They fucking, like I was saying earlier, make me fucking human meat, McDonald's, the influence though. That's why when they threw out that movie, Colors, American Meat, it was at the hype where Jake was killing each other, that gang shit. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was definitely in that hype though. Crack cocaine was going on in the hoods though, especially in the 80s in LA. Why is it that the movie Colors came out in 1988?
Yeah.
When the Crips and the Bloods were killing each other viciously, especially in that era.
Yeah.
And then in 1992, American Meat came out with the Southerners,
Yeah. Northern Kingdom.
Yeah, the Northern Kingdom.
They
got all hyped up. Oh, I'm gonna be like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go to the prison and shit.
That's left-hand spiritualness.
Yeah.
Because there's right-hand spiritualness, and these people don't see it.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, they see Hollywood, they see like their hood on the TV screen. All they think are the biggest motherfuckers out there, They get all hyped up, because there's a bunch of Jake that are from LA. They want to go to prison because they think that's the righteous shit to do to get them stripes, But that's stupid though.
You gave up all your freedom.
Yeah.
You gave up the fresh air.
Yeah. Girls, too.
You were in a planet prison, and then you decided to go into a little prison inside a prison.
Yeah. Within another prison.
Within another prison. Actually, yeah, that's true, because the prison, Earth, and then the building prison, and then their prison, their minds.
Yeah,
because they think, oh, I gotta get these stripes.
Yeah, because notice that in the cells, man, the walls, man, they're like the color of your car.
Gray.
And that's like, I used
depressing.
to live in Oregon, and it used to be like in the wintertime, like this time, it used to be cloudy all the time. So that changes your mood. When you get like sad or something like that.
Yeah, depressing.
Huh?
It's depressing.
Yeah, it's depressing because one of the highest suicides is actually in Seattle and Washington. A lot of people kill themselves over there in Seattle because it's always cloudy out there in Washington.
That's why people come to California, sunny old California.
Yeah.
Sunny
and them Jakes that do dirt, they end up going to Nevada because they got warrants.
And these people that paint pictures, they use a lot of colors. And then when they use dark colors, you can tell that they're depressed.
Yeah.
So they have these things studied in the secret councils.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, why is it that the cells are gray? You know what I mean?
How come they're not painted like Barney and rainbows and everything like that?
Yeah. Big ass rainbow in the unicorn top.
Because that would change their mind.
Yeah.
would change their personality.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why they played little baby songs, fucking killers, and then they go crazy because they can't handle it.
Yeah. Because even I was talking about Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
And they said when the cops went into his house, that his neighbor said that he let out a scream like not even human, like a beast. Like he sounded like a beast. So when the cops grabbed him up and took him to jail, he made like a wild beast noise.
Mm-hmm.
Like the neighbor said that though, they heard it.
Crazy. Must have gave him scary chills.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you get the previous 1821? And can you get a Ciroc 8 and 10? Yeah, because like I said, man, we've been at war with Esau for the longest time already, though. Since Jacob and Esau, since the birth, we've been at war with these devils for the longest time already, though. Like I was saying earlier, someone slapped the shit out of you, and they try to shake your hand. Next 5 minutes, though, I'm not gonna shake their hand. You're probably gonna feel that pain on the slap on your face. I'm like, hell, I'm not gonna slap you. And guess what? We still feel that pain. Spiritually, we still feel that pain for our people that went through that, though. And we can't let go of that shit, though. That's why they always say, oh, leave it in the past, leave it in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But how? We're still oppressed. We still go, we still have but the curses came from the Most High. But Esau is the one you're down, and he's kicking you while you're down.
And these people don't understand that the reason why Esau's on top is because of the past.
Yeah.
But he wants you to forget about the past.
Yeah, yeah.
And they are forgetting about the past.
Yeah, our people, yeah.
That's why they have to get wiped out.
Yeah, yeah. God.
That's why that demon popped up and said, no.
God.
You can't protect these fucking Israelites.
Oh, in your dream, huh?
Yeah, because they're fucking niggers.
I got a priest actually too that we were talking about. Yeah, because like I said, our people are spiritually dead. And actually reminds me of this precept right here.
That's a lesson right there.
People
That's a camp lesson right there.
This is Revelation 11:8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. They ain't talking about actual dead bodies. It's actually talking about being dead from the neck up. Being in the city, which is America, and it says also our Lord was crucified because you look at Jesus, so-called Jesus, he's what? White.
And they're buying Christmas trees to celebrate his what? His death.
Exactly. Yeah. See? So we're at the city where our people are dead,
He's
not spiritually.
Damn.
Yeah.
Leviticus 18 and 21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire before them.
So, it's right now the time where Christmas is coming up, and what our people are doing? Are trying to get money so they can buy the kids presents. You letting your seed sit on Santa's lap, you're passing them through the fire, man, because you're making your kids go off though.
This is Jeremiah 10 and 3. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth the tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it not move.
That's talking about Christmas. You guys are doing heathen customs, man.
Doing too damn much.
Yeah. Our people ain't supposed to be celebrating Christmas. They're celebrating the death of our Lord. You know what I mean? So you're going off buying these Christmases and shit, man, these trees and buying presents for your kid. Hey, if I'm gonna buy a present for my kid, I'm gonna do it whenever the fuck I want to. I'm not gonna wait for no once a year type of shit. If he's being good, hey, I'm gonna buy him a present right then and there. I'm not gonna wait till fucking Christmas.
Or you can always do Hanukkah.
Yeah, which is
8 days.
What I mean?
Right now.
Yeah.
8 days, baby.
Hey, that's more better than just one day celebrating. We have 8 days, to feast, I'd rather take 8 days over 1 day.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, man. So you're passing your seed through the fires, as in you're letting your kids celebrate these Christmases, Thanksgiving, all this shit, though. You're making your own kids go off. Oh yeah, and Easter too. So that's what it means, though, man. You're letting your kids sit on Santa's lap and shit. Come on,
that's just to condition them to be gay.
Yeah.
Because everything on TV is about gay.
Yeah, and I was the comedian. What's his name? What was his name? Davis, I think.
Dave Chappelle.
No. He came out also in Barbershop. What the hell his name is? But anyways, I guess they were like, he was him and his mom, and they're so poor that they couldn't afford shit. So his mom would tell him like, "Oh, Christmas is just a rumor, it's nothing true." And then I guess that D-Ray Davis, there you go. And he said, "Oh, I'm gonna go to Santa Claus." He's like, "What? You gonna go to Santa Claus? You can sit on his fucking lap, you fucking faggot," talking shit to him, you know. So that's the thing about it, man. And that's the thing. These elites use the commercials for Christmas. It's, you don't hear it on the radio. They use all that shit though, so to try to put you in that spirit of so-called Christmas, called Christmas.
That's actually a good mom too.
Yeah. You see? So they use the radio stations, the TV. They use all this shit. So you go to the store, you hear the fucking speaker playing, Christmas music and shit though. So they're trying to put you in that spirit. So that's cognitive warfare that we're going through.
And how stupid do these people on the sign look celebrating a white fucking Christmas?
Yeah. Fucking Edomite fucking Santa holding a Jake baby. That shit looks.
These fucking niggers passing around a goddamn white baby.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? So
it makes me sick.
Yeah. Because it's been going on. This Christianity shit. You know what? And that's the thing. I was reading. What's his name? Jim Jones. What's his name? Jim Jones.
Yeah.
These Christian pastors are the new Jim Jones because they're making our people gonna be dead because of these Christian pastors. They're the dead bodies right now. Because Jim Jones, they had that Jonestown where all these people, it was a murder and it was a suicide thing. Because they would look at the bodies, they had injections in their fucking shoulders. So people that didn't want to drink it, they were getting pulled down and injecting that shit in their shoulders. And I seen a lot of Jake people too, and that dead bodies, because the video show all of them and shit, and they're all dead bodies.
But just remember this: those people that regretted it, they got mercy, but they still had to get that fucking thing, and they died.
Yeah.
So it was just fucking.
And when that guy Jim Jones, he actually adopted a Jake guy, but he got lucky because he was actually playing basketball, and that his son, he adopted a Jake's kid. He was playing basketball, and he's like, I don't want to go over there. And he got lucky because he didn't. That was the Most High actually though. So he didn't die though because he didn't go to where they were at. You get a Sirach 8 and 10.
Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 8 and 10. Kindle not the coals of a sinner, lest thou be burnt with the flame of his fire.
Yeah. Don't be doing that because eventually, you know what they say? Get near the fire is eventually gonna get burned. Can't be doing that though because that's the thing, man. These heathen things though, it's all fire, man. You touch it, you're gonna get burned. But people don't know that though, because that's the thing. That's why we're out here trying to wake up our people. But guess what? Now is you see these times we're trying to wake up, the hopeful elect. Because you see these times right now, man, it's like, oh shit, like things are going down, man. Things are really going down. And you see it. That's why I was telling his brother, we got them sunglasses from that movie, They Live, so you see everything.
Hell
You see through the bullshit, though.
I got some of those glasses in my car, but they're for colorblind assist. I'm colorblind.
Yeah.
And I put them on, and I was driving, and I looked at this white lady, and she looked fucking orange.
Yeah.
And I took them off, and she looked white, and I put them back on, and she looked orange. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, that blood running through the...
Yeah, she looked red. Yeah, red.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck? This is what I can't see. Put them back on, and they're fucking red.
Yeah, because they even had I think it was a black and white, right? They put it on Edomites, and they looked pigment. They looked all weird and shit, their skin. But they put it on Jake. Jake looked the same. Pigment goes dark, so he looked the same. But they put it on Edomites, their skin, they're looking all weird, like dark and shit, like freckles. It didn't look right, They remind me of, So I'll get this last precept right here. Going back to Ephesians 5 and 6. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of Yahweh upon the children of disobedience. 7. Be not ye therefore partakers with them. So we're not supposed to be, celebrating these so-called holidays and things that matter, So remember, we're in cognitive war with these Edomites, though, but just that you don't see it. Just because you don't see it, don't mean you're not at war with them. You know what I mean? So that was my lesson.
So with that, I got a lesson going into what is Hanukkah and why do the Hebrew Israelites celebrate Hanukkah? Now, first, I'm gonna get the etymology of Hanukkah. Now, when you go to the etymology of Hanukkah, it takes you to another word, and it's Hanukkah, but it's spelled with a CH because when it's a CH, it's pronounced with a cha, like Hanukkah, like that.
You can hear the power when you say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're not gonna find Hanukkah in the scriptures. It goes back to a different word. So it's Hanukkah. It says 8-day Jewish festival in commemoration of the purification of the temple in Jerusalem in 165 BC.
Oh shit! They gave you a date. There you go. That's what reality.
That was 165 BC, and that was the time of the Maccabees, and they were fighting the Greeks, and there was a Greek named Antiochus Epiphanes, and he was the one that defiled the temple, the temple in Jerusalem. So Hanukkah goes back to Hanukkah, but in the scriptures it's a different word. And our Lord Yahushua, he actually celebrated Hanukkah.
Yeah.
So let's get that first in John 10 and 22. Because right now these Jewish people in that land, they're celebrating what we're supposed to be celebrating. They're celebrating our holidays.
Yeah. Well, that's right, because they're doing that up right now.
Yeah.
Right. You said John 10:22. This is the book of John 10:22. And it was at Jerusalem, the feast of the dedication, and it was winter.
Read both of them together. 22.
And it was Jerusalem, the feast of dedication, and it was winter. And Yahushua walked in the temple in Solomon's porch.
So it said it was at Jerusalem, it was the feast of dedication, and it was at winter. So just like around this time, it's around winter because we're starting to bring out our heavy garments, because it's getting colder. So when you look up feast of dedication,
The Amalekites out there fucking doing it up right now.
and feast of dedication is in Kanya, and it says, in particular, the annual feast celebrated 8 days, beginning in the 25th of Kislev. That's the Kislev is the 9th month of the Hebrew calendar. That's what month we're in right now.
Yep.
And then it says, instituted by Judas Maccabees, 164 BC, in memory of the cleansing of the temple from the pollution of Antiochus Epiphanes. So even our Lord Yahushua, he knew what Hanukkah was all about. He knew that the Maccabees, that they gathered the army and they took down the Greeks, and they took back their temple, because it was all defiled.
They call it the Maccabean Revolt.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. And it's crazy because vice versa is, Esau's having our people celebrate their, heathen ways, but then there's fucking heathens are celebrating our actual holiday,
I got some information I would like to read. It says that they regained control over the temple, removed the symbols of Zeus, and built a new altar so they could once again offer sacrifices in keeping with Jewish law or the Torah.
That's right, because Antiochus Epiphanes, he thought he was Zeus himself.
What a
You know?
dumbass.
Because he's the one that made that, pretty much that letter of legislation saying that everyone has to
Worship him.
worship him, right? Or be Hellenized on.
Yeah, he went against all the laws. You know, he set up his own laws. You know.
The Lord really got him that time. The Lord got that motherfucker good.
Yeah.
And so he's even spoke about Antiochus Epiphanes. He's even spoke about in the Old Testament because Daniel, he had a prophecy. He had a vision, a prophecy. You know, a vision of a prophecy that was going to come to pass. So just hold on to Daniel 8 and 9. And I'm going to read this article from Bible Tools, BibleTools.org. And it says, Daniel's prophecy describes the reign of one of the later Syrian kings, Antiochus IV, surnamed Epiphanes. And it says, when it became apparent that his policies were violently anti-Jewish, determined to civilize or Hellenize the Jews.
That's what this douchebag Biden's doing with the fucking mandate.
Yeah. That's true.
So let's get Daniel 8 and 9.
I got Daniel 8 and 9. And out of one of them came forth a little horn, which waxed exceeding great toward the south, and toward the east, and toward the pleasant land.
So this is speaking about a little horn that was rising up. It was rising up out of the Greeks, and this is Antiochus Epiphanes. The little horn, because a horn represents power. And I keep going.
And it waxed great even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the host and of the stars to the ground, and stamped upon them.
See, so this horn, it casted down the stars to the ground.
No, that's an airplane. I thought it was a 3-1. And see, you're getting.
Facts though.
I was gonna say that's the spirit, right? When I'm talking about the stars, you know? Because where are the stars?
Is it even making sound? It's not making sound, is it?
It's out. It's like pretty fast, bro.
And it had 4 lights, and now it has 3. Yeah, that's not a plane. Call halal. Yeah, how about Shimi how shot rocket done? That's moving.
That's not making a noise, huh?
That's not a plane. I should have put the damn camera up. See, today that was a miracle.
Because I was gonna say it's too low.
It's too low and it's going too fast.
Yeah.
And it's not making a sound. Yeah. Now, right as this brother was talking, Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
How you like them apples?
Yep, because read that verse again.
And okay, verse 10. And it waxed great, even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the host and of the stars to the ground, and stamped upon them.
So it cast some of the stars to the ground and stomped on them. You know, speaking about the Hebrew Israelites, you know, we're the stars. You know, because we're the ones who represent heaven.
Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, boxing. We're the real stars.
You know, that's right. So it said, this little horn systematically forbade, under penalty of death,
Dick, what a dick.
circumcision, Sabbath and holy day observance,
Ah, shit.
and reading or possession of the scrolls of the Torah.
So we would be dead right now.
He executed some for refusing to eat swine's flesh.
Yeah, you know.
That's true.
That's like. No, I was gonna say, so that's what I was talking about, the cognitive
Warfare.
that we're in, because we don't even know that they, you go to eat a gummy worms, you eating that shit, has gelatin in that shit, you don't even know. This brother told me about that before I came here, like, what the hell, pig? like
And it reminds me too of what Morpheus said on the Matrix. He said, "We're born into a prison that you cannot taste or smell or see."
And that's when you don't even know it.
You know?
That's when you're blind to it.
And then Morpheus, he even took Neo to reality. You know, he showed him the desert of the real. You know,
oh, that's
he
right,
showed him what the world really looked like.
And what's reality? Ugly. Reality is ugly.
That's right, it's ugly. That's why Neo wanted out. He was like, "Get me out of here."
He couldn't take you, huh?
He was having an attack. He was having a panic attack.
He's like, he's like, "I don't believe it."
Yeah.
He's like, "I don't believe it."
He even threw up, huh?
Yeah.
I think he even threw up. He couldn't take that.
Yeah. Like that chariot that passed by, you better believe it. I never seen a plane like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because it was too low. I don't know, it was just too low to get a plane.
And the best part about it, it was on time. It was on cue. What you were talking about.
Yeah, the stars.
And how come I didn't see it over here? I just saw it right here past this light post.
Oh, that's right, because you would have seen it coming from that side,
Yeah.
huh?
It's almost like he made it, like his brother Amon made it come out.
Like straight from your ankle this way.
Yeah, because I didn't see it over here.
And you have a good eye on
It's just
seeing
Then
Yeah.
it just kept.
That kept going all the way to the light post right here.
We don't usually see planes like that, you know. Usually they're smaller and they blink faster, you know.
And they have
And
like
they blink red and blue.
Yeah, like the red and blue.
Yeah.
Kahalalim, like, I'll watch them out shy, man. That was a miracle.
So I was supposed to tell you that we're in those top 6.
I love it. I love Hanukkah, man. Let me read this again. And it waxed great even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the host and of the stars to the ground and stamped upon them.
Yep, so he took out a lot of Israelites. You know, when you go into 1st and 2nd Maccabees, it talks all about it.
Yeah,
He killed thousands, you know.
that's a tragic story. Maccabees is a sad story.
And it says, swine were sacrificed on the Most High's altar,
Get the fuck out of here, man.
and pagan rites, orgies, and festivals were performed in the temple grounds.
See.
That's why they had a stand. It was 8 days. They had to cleanse it for 8 days, was it? Well, they had to cleanse it for.
First they cleansed the temple, and after all the cleansing, then they rested for 8. You know, they mourned for 8 days or whatever. You know?
But it was just like in the spirit that they were just trying to clean stuff up. Because not all that stuff that was happening though, it had to take that many days.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So read verse 11.
Yeah. He magnified himself even to the prince of the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away, and the place of his sanctuary was cast down.
He magnified himself to the prince of the host. We're the prince of the host. You know, we're the prince of the power. So he cast the princes down, you know, because Antiochus Epiphanes, he was like, you know, he's like another, he's like, like the, what do you say, like the villain, you know? He was like the main villain in the scriptures.
He was the antagonist. Because there's an antagonist, which is bad guy, and the protagonist, which is the good guy.
Because he came under Alexander the Great. You know?
Yeah, that's what the scripture says right here. And there was 4 generals, and they all kinds of murderers murdered each other.
Yeah, because they had the 4, huh? The one that beat up. And they had like 4 of them.
Yeah. Because it said here on verse 9, which waxed great toward the south, which is Egypt, toward the east, which was Assyria, and toward the pleasant land, which is Israel.
That's why he even had coins with his face on it.
I got a coin over here.
That's like, you know what I mean? The coin, the money, your face on the money and shit.
Okay. See what the fucking big nose. You see that? That's right there.
He boosts himself, you know what I mean?
So he had a great power.
Wow, what the fuck? He made his own fucking money.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm the pimp. I'm the baddest motherfucker around. I got my own goddamn money. I'm God. There ain't nobody but me. Just imagine that.
And I got a piece. There's Sirach 6 and 2. Exalt not thyself in the counsel of thy own heart, that thy soul shall be torn in pieces as a gold frame alone. Exalt not thyself in the counsel of thy own heart, that thy soul be not torn in pieces as a gold string alone.
Don't hold it in, you know. If you're learning about the truth, bring it out. You know, teach as much as you can.
Don't hold it in. That's right.
Because if not, you're gonna be torn up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the next time you see a chariot, it's gonna destroy your ass. Like, what if I just didn't say nothing? You brothers would have never saw that beautiful miracle. I was like, oh, I couldn't even say anything. I was like, oh, like I didn't. Look.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't making no noise either. Cause you know when they're like low, like
Yeah.
playing, you could hear.
That's what the Esau calls a TREB, which is it's like a triangle, but it had 4 lights.
Oh, okay.
And then the third one disappeared.
Yeah.
Man,
And it was blinking slow, the light. Like slow.
Little subtle things. It didn't come out from here. I would have caught that. Because you guys are looking at the heavens over here, right? So and it came right from this lamppost. And then I noticed it. I was like, what the heck? Exciting.
So with all that defiling that Antiochus did, let's go into the cleaning up, you know, and the joy, you know, that Maccabees had. So let's go to First Maccabees 4 and 52.
First Maccabees 4:52. Now on the 5th and 20th day of the 9th month, which is called the month Casli, in the 148th year, they rose up bedtime in the morning.
So it said the 25th day of Kislev or Kislev. You know, that's what month that we're in right now. The same month that they were in year 148.
Yeah, not just going back to Yahweh winter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, even Yahweh was celebrating in the winter.
Yeah, around this time.
Mm-hmm.
Show, you know.
Yeah. It said between November and December.
And I know you're not noticing, but every time you make a point like that, that light turns on. So that white light's over there, it's going to turn off, and then this brother's going to make a point, and it's going to come back on.
That's electricity right there.
Yeah.
So read the next verse.
53. And offer sacrifice according to the law upon the new altar of burnt offerings which they had made.
So this is the new altar, you know. How happy are they to have a new altar? You know, they just finished defeating these Greeks who are defiling the altar, but now they got a new altar and where they could burn their offerings.
54. Look at what time and what day the heathen have proclaimed it, even that was it dedicated with songs and zithers and harps and cymbals. Look at what time and what day the heathen have proclaimed it, even that was dedicated with songs and zithers and harps and cymbals.
So the heathen polluted it. You know, it said the heathen polluted it with their songs and their harps and their lutes, just like the Christian churches today. That's what you would see. You know, we would be like, damn, this temple is defiled. You know?
Then all people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising the God of heaven, who had given them good success.
So just like this brother, he was praising the heavens right now. You know? Because he seen a chariot. You know? That could have been our deliverance.
We don't see that like that, you know?
We fall down to the ground and bow down. You know? No matter what's no matter what's happening. No matter, like the brother said, there's a bus full of chicks, we don't care about that, you know?
Over here, you know?
Yeah.
56. And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days, offered burnt offerings with gladness, and sacrificed the sacrifice of deliverance and praise.
So right there, 8 days, they were with gladness and joyful, delivering praise to the Most High. And this will be the last one, verse 58.
58. Thus was there very great gladness among the people, for that the reproach of the heathen was put away.
The reproach of the heathen was put away. That's where we're trying to get to. When Yahweh Shai comes back, these heathens are going to be put away. You know? So that's why we celebrate Hanukkah. It's not just, oh, Hanukkah, yeah, we celebrate it. You know, you have to know what it really means. You know, people think, you know, it's another Christmas or something.
And it's, because the book of Apocrypha is not even in the Bible. So our people don't come across these scriptures, because it's in the Apocrypha. So they would never know about that's what I'm telling you. The Esau man is slick, though. He took that Apocrypha out of the Bible, man, because he knew. They knew.
Straight up telling on them.
Yeah. It's like, they come upon that.